Street legal KTM 350. You probably heard people calling it a dual sport, but yeah, I don't really think so. Hey, what's up guys, Rado here, and calling this bike a dual sport is probably an understatement. So today in this video we are going to prove to you guys that these street legal KTMs 300, 500, 350, 500, 450, we can easily call these things a triple sport. So today I want to take it on the track and on the street and on the trails and really see if we can legitimately call this bike a triple sport. I am on 2019 KTM 350 EXC-f that belongs to Jay Clark. He built this bike for Dirt Rider magazine. The engine has some mods and was done at Twisted Development. It also has a cams from XCF, top end is from Wiseco, and the clutch is actually Recluse torque drive, not the auto clutch. Complete plastic kit from UFO. Decal MX did that. Decals, moto seat cover, full FMF system. Once the bike was done, it went back on a dyno, and Jamie at Twisted mapped Vortex ECU to match all these mods, so the bike runs really good. Tusk impact wheel set, and the tires are from Dunlop. In the rear we have something a little bit unusual. That's the DOT approved Trials tire that has a little bit harder compound, still works really great on the trails and behaves pretty good on the pavement as well. We have a nice road with 5 miles of a lot of turns, so let's see how this essentially a dirt bike feels on the pavement here. 350 power with some mods, it's really everything you need. You can cruise on the open roads, 60, 70, no problem. The wide ratio 6 gear will take it all day long, no problem at all. But you definitely don't want to stay for a very long time on a pavement. The bike is not really where it feels good. It feels okay, but you get on the dirt, that's where it feels really good. Little dip. Okay, so let's just say that you are cruising down the road on a pavement, and then out of nowhere there is your local track where you go every week jumping on your motorbike. So what can you do if you have this KTM triple sport? Well, you can take a left turn and go for a couple laps. This feels a little bit weird, honestly. Every time I come here, it's on my pickup truck, having bikes in the back. When I come with kids, I would have like a trailer and 3 bikes. But today I'm on the 2 wheels, and on the wheels they can actually probably ride a wet track, no problem. So let's see. Hey Ashley, it's me Rado, I'm just gonna spin a couple laps there. Cool, thanks. Couple doubles coming, we can jump those. Oh yeah, no problem here. Another double. We got some tables, one is pretty tight. Woo! Oh man, this feels good here. We're gonna roll this one, we're gonna jump the other one. Step up. Woo! Yeah, this thing is fun. Can definitely feel the tire is not meant to be here. You can still do it, but just gotta have better throttle control. I think Now let's hit something that I think this bike probably feels the best. Something a little bit faster that flows. Now this is what the suspension was probably set for. When Jay was building this bike, he probably didn't think about jumping at the track. Yep. Feels good. It does feel pretty good here. Yeah, I love the power on this thing. Just give it a little throttle and it comes on hard. Okay, how about something tight and technical? First and second gear uphill. So far so good, second gear still. I didn't really clutch it much. I have to clutch it now because I kind of have to slow down a bit. Still second gear. And now the steeper section comes. Let's try to stay in second gear. Okay.
What a day. We did all kinds of different riding on this street legal KTM 350, which I wouldn't call a dual sport. So is it an understatement to call it dual sport? It definitely is, in my opinion. I will be having no problems calling this thing a triple sport. And I want to know your opinion. Let me know below in the comments if it is legit to call this thing a triple sport. So as you saw in the video, you know, we went to different kind of terrains, and what is a little bit maybe outside of this bike, it's definitely a motocross track, right? Like normally you wouldn't take a dual sport on a motocross track, but these KTM dual sports, they are just so close to a dirt bike. There is not like a huge difference between the dirt bike and the dual sport and EXC-f bike. You have the same components. There is maybe like 10-15 pounds difference, not a huge difference. So felt really good at the track. I was jumping on that wet track we have here. I chose not to jump 2 jumps because it was early in the day and we had a long day ahead of us. But the bike would definitely do it if I just give it a throttle. Bike would do everything there at the track. The suspension was okay. I didn't feel like it's not handling what I threw at it, and the power actually surprised me. This thing has a pretty decent power on the track. It pulled nicely from the bottom. It sounded really good, and second, third gear at the track was no problem at all. Then we took it on a little twisty roads, you know, and get into those corners a little bit. Leading with the bike and just go on throttle, shifting through the gears, on the brake, on the gas, on the brake, on the gas, and again, it was just a blast to ride it like that. So definitely think feels at home on a pavement. Yeah, maybe not for the highway cruising at like 80 miles per hour for 1 hour. That wouldn't be a lot of fun, but you know, going on the twisties a little bit and stay on the pavement for some time, riding into a small town somewhere in the mountains and get your lunch or dinner, this bike can handle all that and feels really fun. And where it actually feels the best was definitely on the little bit flowy, faster, and even on technical trails. The suspension was feeling really good, eating everything, was nice and soft, the power was there. Again, you know, third gear is so wide and tall that you can just really stay on the third gear majority of the time. Then you downshift down to second, and you can pull those steeper sections. When I was on that really technical riding, I wasn't in the first gear a lot, because the first gear is a slower gear on these things, so second gear really does a good job going up that steep technical section, and then third gear for something a little bit open, and rarely I would shift in a fourth gear on the open trail. So man, bike really does everything well and shines off-road, shines in those conditions. So definitely I can call it triple sport, and I can sleep well after doing that. Alright my friends, well that's about it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know below in the comments what you think about this triple sport thing, and don't forget, whatever you do, stay motivated. See you guys later.